Now, what have you heard about India and Australia? Both countries play cricket together. Their cricket teams give each other a difficult time on the field. That, arguably, is the most talked about aspect of the relationship. But there's so much more to it. It's a partnership with a lot of untapped potential. Australia's Prime Minister is on a mission to change that. Prime Minister Anthony Albanese is on a 4-day visit to India. Yesterday, he was in Gujarat at the Narendra Modi Stadium with Narendra Modi himself. The two leaders watched the Test cricket match between India and Australia. Today, Prime Minister Albanese received a ceremonial reception at the Rashtrapati Bhavan. The India-Australia relationship dates back to the 18th century. India established diplomatic relations with Australia even before its independence in the year 1941. They've had trade ties, people-to-people and cultural relations. Now the focus is on strengthening military ties. Listen to what both leaders said today.
सुरक्षा सहयोग हमारी कॉम्प्रिहेंसिव स्ट्रेटेजिक पार्टनरशिप का एक महत्वपूर्ण स्तंभ है। आज हमारे बीच इंडो पैसिफिक क्षेत्र में मैरीटाइम सिक्योरिटी और आपसी रक्षा और सुरक्षा सहयोग बढ़ाने पर विस्तार से चर्चा हुई।
Prime Minister Modi and I discussed the increasingly uncertain global security environment and committed to strengthening the Australia-India defence and security partnership to address shared challenges and work towards an open, stable and prosperous Indo-Pacific.
Last year, their militaries held war games together. This year, Australia will host the Malabar exercise in the month of August. It's a joint naval drill, usually between India, Japan and the US. Now, with Australia hosting it, all Quad members will take part this year. Canberra has also invited Delhi to join the Talisman exercise later this year. This one is a joint exercise between Australia and the US. And here's something else that I must tell you. In the year 2009, Australia and India declared that they shared a strategic partnership. In 2020, they upgraded it. It was a milestone in the relationship. Now they call it a comprehensive strategic partnership. At the core of it is the goal to ensure a free and open Indo-Pacific. The elephant in the room is China. It poses the biggest threat to a free and open Indo-Pacific. But neither India nor Australia named China today. Their ties have multiple other dimensions. Australia is India's 17th largest trading partner. India is Australia's 9th largest trade partner. Bilateral trade stands at over $27 billion. India wants to take it up to $50 billion, 50 billion in the next 5 years. India is also one of the top sources of skilled immigrants to Australia. There are around 10 lakh people of Indian origin in Australia. They're the second largest group of overseas-born residents in Australia. And one of the big draws for them is the education sector. Many Indian students pursue higher education in Australia, more than 100,000 of them. And life is set to get easier for these people. Australia will now recognize Indian degrees. India will recognize Australian degrees. Australia's Deakin University will also set up an international branch campus in the state of Gujarat. This relationship has seen a steady growth. In 2014, Prime Minister Modi addressed a joint session of the Australian Parliament, the first by any Indian Prime Minister. In 2018, President Ramnath Kovind became the first ever Indian president to visit Australia. But no relationship is perfect, and this one is no exception. While Indians make up a significant chunk of Australia's population, they also feel threatened and targeted. Khalistani elements have been going on a rampage in Australia. They've been vandalizing temples and harassing Hindus. And this is becoming a bone of contention between New Delhi and Canberra. India wants Australia to act hard and fast. In fact, Prime Minister Modi raised this issue during the joint press briefing with Mr. Albanese today. Here's what he said.
यह खेद का विषय है कि पिछले कुछ सप्ताहों से ऑस्ट्रेलिया में मंदिरों पर हमलों की खबरें नियमित रूप से आ रही है। स्वाभाविक है कि ऐसे समाचार भारत में सभी लोगों को चिंतित करते हैं, हमारे मन को व्यथित करते हैं। हमारी इन भावनाओं और चिंताओं को मैंने प्रधानमंत्री एल्बेनीजी के समक्ष रखा और उन्होंने मुझे आश्वस्त किया है कि भारतीय समुदाय की सेफ्टी उनके लिए विशेष प्राथमिकता है।
And this is not an issue which cannot be solved. Australia has assured India that it will be. As a comprehensive strategic partner, Canberra should take this up urgently and ensure the safety of Indians on its soil.